straight from Banjul also coming up. Charting an agricultural renaissance, agro officials quote a new partnership with an investment group specialized in livestock services. The National Robotics Championship edges into semi-final stage, taking participants closer to a continental competition slated for this year. And drawing a line between economic development and environmental protection, experts underline the effects of increased industrialization in developing countries. Plus, a new debate on the death penalty is underway in Uganda as President Yoweri Museveni prepares to order the execution of more prisoners on death row in order to discourage crime. All these and other stories coming ahead in the next 30 minutes. I am Fatu Janimbai. Well, good to have you with us. And to begin with a new introduction in agricultural sector as officials unveil a major venture set to boost animal husbandry. Agriculture Minister Omar Jallow Saturday officially launched Veto Partners Gambia Limited, a new investor and specialized group set to bring complete solutions to the country's livestock sector. With a focus on animal nutrition and health, Minister Jallow said the new venture is part of government's move towards the establishment of a sustainable livestock production system in the country. Arsene Marina attended the inaugural ceremony, and this is his report.
It's good news for the livestock industry as officials attract an investment group specialized in the provision of livestock services. The Veto Partners Gambia Limited, according to the brains behind the initiative, will greatly help to provide animal feed and affordable medication. With offices across Africa and Europe, the main focus of Veto Partners is animal nutrition and health. Animal husbandry has a great potential to enhance the gains of the agricultural sector, and officials are moving to entice more investors in the booming industry. The company is expected to offer ready-to-use feed for all livestock species, including ventures in aquaculture, veterinary drugs, and vaccines for all livestock. A number of farms have been selected for sampling activities to monitor and evaluate the company's products and services for better practice and quality control.
This venture is being established, coordinated, and managed by our own families from Senegal. It fulfills one of our aspirations. But before you venture outside, I think the best is to have your next door neighbor, a friend, a family to work with. This new venture of Veto Partners is bringing part of the solution towards the establishment of a livestock production system in the country.
Omar Jallow is the Minister of Agriculture. He is aware of the challenges facing the Gambian livestock sector.
Veto Partners is here for us to develop this very most important industry, that is the livestock industry. This is a boost from the private sector in terms of goods and services that will surely complement the efforts of this government and the Ministry of Agriculture in particular.
The country director of Veto Partners Gambia, Mr. Biran Fai, described the launch as historic, saying it will provide critical needed quality products for livestock industry deliver best.
Livestock rearing have been changing over the years. Therefore, for any livestock farmers to have an excellent product for the Gambian consumer must use latest generation input to produce high quality product at a very economical and profitable manner.
Dr. Adama Faye is the Director General of Veto Partners Senegal.
Veto Partners Senegal have a filial of Veto in Gambia. His name is Veto Partners Gambia. In Veto Partners Gambia, you have all the product you have in Dakar. You have all the service, the labs, the formulation and formation. You have in Senegal, you have it in Gambia. And you want to exit service you put it in Gambia.
Here, Mr. Ibrahim Jallo, the president of the Gambia Livestock Owners Association, reacts to the introduction of veto partners in the Gambia.
Vet Partners in the Gambia is a project in Senegal, and now they came to join the government of the Gambia, the farmers in the Gambia, to make sure feed medication are available in this country. Now the sector is changing, and then definitely very soon the market will go in a better way.
Veto Partners is now poised to introduce their products and services to the Gambian market. Reporting for GRTS News, I am Seni Marena.
The newly appointed ambassador of the Republic of the Gambia to the United States of America, Dauda D. Fadera, has presented his letters of credence to President Donald Trump at the White House. Following the presentation, Ambassador Fadera conveyed greetings from His Excellency President Adama Barrow and the people of the Gambia to U.S. President Trump. Ambassador Fadera observed that the Gambia and the United States are traditional allies based on common values of respect for human rights, human dignity, the sanctity of life, and rule of law. The new Gambian ambassador to the U.S. applauded the decision of the U.S. Treasury Department to sanction the former Gambian dictator and one of his enablers for abuse of office and financial impropriety. He said the decision of the U.S. Treasury Department is a crystal indication of the support of the U.S. to the new government. He returned gratitude to the U.S. government for its recent decision to admit the Gambia into its threshold program of the Millennium Challenge Corporation (MCC). President Trump noted that a new era of democracy has ushered in a new Gambia under President Adama Barrow. He commended the Gambia's impressive rate of progress under President Barrow's administration and assured Ambassador Fadera of the U.S. government's cooperation in advancing the common agenda and deepening of strong ties between the two countries. Now, a delegation from the U.S. government's Millennium Challenge Corporation, MCC, led by MCC Acting Vice President for the Department of Policy and Evaluation, Thomas Kelly, visited the Gambia this week to discuss the development of an MCC threshold program to reduce poverty and promote economic growth in partnership with the government of the Gambia. The Gambia was selected by MCC Board of Directors as eligible for an MCC threshold program in December 2017. During their visit to the Gambia, the U.S. delegation met with senior government officials, civil society, and private sector leaders to discuss MCC's approach to reducing poverty through economic growth and the threshold program development process going forward. Now, meanwhile, the Gambian ambassador to Malaysia has sent a message of condolence to the late Femi Peters. And the message reads, "I am devastated on hearing the demise of my dear brother and colleague Femi Peters, the ambassador of the Gambia to Sierra Leone. Femi was a valuable and highly respected member of our UDP team, who fought tirelessly for the Gambia and her people. The effects of his loss are being felt already by those of us who had the honor and pleasure of working with him. With this great emptiness left by his passing, I pray that Almighty Allah gives strength and comfort to his family during this difficult time. May the Lord honor his memory and cherish the time they had together. On behalf of the entire members of the Gambia Embassy in Malaysia, my profound sympathies are extended to His Excellency Adama Barrow, the entire Peters family, the leader of the UDP, Hussein A.N.M. Dabo, and his party members." The release ends. Now, moving on, the 2018 National Robotic Competition is into semi-final stage, and participants in the competition are looking to place the winner in order to take part in a continental tech contest slated to take place in March this year. Funded by Insist Global, MRC, and the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, the event has become a major initiative drawing more talents in the country's science and technology sector. Well, Amadou Bajan picks up the rest of that story, and the 5 of the 10 competing schools have made it to the finals.
We are hugely engaged in their quest to make up a climate change mitigation mechanism. Rohi Balora Suso of SOS Haman Minor Senior Technical Secondary School is one of them.
As you can see here, let's see the temperature. You realize that from 33 to 7.8, it will change. 5.9, it will change again. 8.8. Like, it depends on the change in the atmosphere itself.
Okay.
So it goes with seconds. Like the moment it changes, it reads it, and it changes.
Highlighting innovation as a key yardstick for their judgments, one of the judges, Dr. Abdul Karim Sisi, is also impressed with the participation of female students.
People have to think outside the box. Are they inventive in their thinking? Are they really thinking about what they're doing, not just following instructions? So that's what I'm looking for. I'm really impressed by, in fact, the fact there is enough girls doing science excites me.
Interacting with other participants, Hadija Al-Amin Jami of Kotu Senior Secondary School underlined the vitality of monitoring sea level in the fight against climate change.
We were able to develop 7 sensors, which include the time sensor, the water level sensor, which is used to measure rainfall. So we also have the ultrasonic sensor. This is used to measure distance. Since we know that it measures distance, we use it to measure sea level.
Why is sea level particular?
We are talking about climate change, and sea level is a factor of climate. Because if the seas keep on rising, imagine what will happen. One day the whole world would get flooded.
5 out of the participating schools, namely SOS Haman Minor Senior Technical Secondary, Gambia Methodist Academy, Sibek International and Marina International School, as well as Gambia Senior Secondary School, made it to the finals of this year's competition. The winner of the final will represent the Gambia in the Pan-African Robotic Competition, which will take place in Rwanda in March 2018.
We hope and we pray and we become the team because we have sacrificed a lot, and I guess it is a payment for what we have done.
It was not really an easy job for us, but alhamdulillah, students were really cooperative. We are hoping that we're going to be the final winners to represent the Gambia in Rwanda, inshallah.
Coordinators Hadijatu Maritambiru Jabi of MRC and Siri Omar Bensouda of Insist Global are equally impressed by the students' zeal in their task at hand. They unveiled plans to particularly involve schools from the provinces in upcoming competitions.
With emphasis regarding the significance of science, technology, engineering and mathematics in nation building, it is highly assumed that initiatives such as the 2018 National Robotics Competition will help initiate more students into such career paths. Modu Bajan reporting for GRTS News.
Participating teams. And now to the Legislative House, where central bank officials have returned to the National Assembly to defend the credibility of the audited 2016 annual activity report and financial statement. Well, we have details of that in this report. During the period on the review,
a letter was sent addressed to the governor. So how can somebody respond without the knowledge? I think we really need to look into it. It calls for us to really go at the central bank, do a spot check and see not only the transaction but communication and everything else. I think this is a real cause for concern.
However, I'm seeing that the central bank is actually moving away from that to now being an investor. Number one, gum switch.
Asked by deputies.
African Insurance. Number 3, Africa Import Bank. So I really want to know what mandate does the central bank actually have in investing in these profit-making institutions.
We know the rule, at least as defined by the Act. Why are you investing? At least he has cited 2 instances where we are investing. That's the question we are going to answer. We are just trying to convince us the need.
The deputies raised concerns over the Central Bank of the Gambia's investment ventures. This, plus other institutional lapses as observed by National Assembly members, attracted heated debate at the National Assembly on Thursday.
Gum switch, this is a national switch. If you go to Nigeria, they have a national switch. You go to all other countries, will have a national switch. National switch, this system, what it allows is that Bank A will have its own card, Bank B will have its own card, Bank C will have its own card. If you want to withdraw money, for example, you go only to Standard Chartered Bank.
It appears that there are issues and serious issues with Megabank. And I have not exhausted my reading of the reports, but I think This is an area that ought to have been detailed in the report.
The government, like we said, to have prevented that, they should have disposed at the right time, and I think they failed to do that. So they need to tell us why it was not done at the right time, when they knew that the bank was viable and there were bidders for the bank.
This is a long process. That is why it comes, instead of exiting in the first half, it comes all the way to this point. A lot of investors have shown interest. They are doing their own due diligence, doing their assessment of the bank. Once they are ready, some of them we give them next 2 weeks. Once they are ready, we are going to have a bid.
The central bank in 2016 was also found to be 79% compliant with the Gambia Public Procurement Authority procurement rules.
In conclusion, using the compliance rated variable for the period under review, central bank was found to be 79% compliance, which denote mainly compliance with the Public Procurement Act 2014 and the Regulation 2016.
There is some structural management flaws that are coming up. The issue of planning on both sides should be looked at. The third, of course, is this issue of an institution versus an individual. For somebody to say that an individual is not here, therefore the work mandated to the institution could not be done, is something that is of concern.
Representatives of the bank are expected to return to the House for further scrutiny on their 2016 audited activity report and financial statement. The Financial and Public Accounts Committee is meant to bring accountability and transparency in public institutions and agencies. Reporting for GRTS News, I am Fatu Janimbai. Now, the Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Safilo Cisse, has challenged Gambians in the diaspora to come on board and help improve the country's health sector. This comes as one Lamin Toure, a diasporan philanthropist, takes the lead to especially boost the healthcare sector with critically needed medical items on Wednesday. Janke Toure has details of that in this report.
Based Badibosali Kenya native Lamin Toure has doled out a massive donation of medical equipment to the Health and Social Welfare Ministry. Expressing profound appreciation, Health Minister Safilo Cisse thanked the donor. NC described the gesture as significant means of giving back to society, contributing to national development.
What more can we ask for? We inherited a system which is almost going down the drain. But here we are, our own people coming back, young people for that matter, finding it in themselves to put things together, let friends help them, and they bring good things that we need in the hospital and what we cannot buy. The saying goes, government alone cannot do it. I see each and every one of us as government, but we have had overwhelming support from people outside, Gambians for that matter.
The Director of Health Services, Dr. Samba Cisse, said the items will be meaningfully invested towards improving capacity in health facilities.
We really want to thank you. We have nothing more to say than to thank you. We hope you will continue doing this, and of course this will help us in many ways to improve healthcare service delivery in our facilities.
A timely donation for a critical sector. Health officials assured Lamin Toure that the equipment will be put into good use.
We assure you that these materials are valuable gifts as far as we are concerned, and they'll be of benefit to everybody using the health facilities, particularly patients. So we can never thank you enough.
For Lamin Toure, it takes commitment and hard work to assure national development, but with diverse contributors, the donor believes the sector can be properly resourced. Here he outlines his story and work outside the Gambia.
I was aware of some hospitals that needed a lot of equipment in Gambia, and I thought I have a lot of funds all over the world. I should use that influence to give back to my country. So I made a video on my channel asking my fans to donate anything they can for hospitals in the Gambia.
A successful maiden presentation to the health sector, and Lamin Toure is already looking towards more interventions like this.
This is my first time, but hopefully it won't be the last. I am planning to do this at least once every year from now on.
The items here include 53 adjustable hospital beds and mattresses, 300 office chairs, blankets and tables, among others, will be distributed to different hospitals across the country. Janke Toure reporting for GRTS News.
Well, a worthy donation there. A raging inferno Thursday ravaged the belongings of two families in Brikama, Santosu, rendering them homeless. The families say the cause of the fire is unknown. Well, Aisa Tuketa visited the two families in Brikama and reports the blaze comes amid a rising spate of fire incidents that have particularly affected inner city areas across the metropolis.
Outbreaks of fire in recent times, the results of which are almost the same: loss of belongings and rendering occupants homeless. It was a concurrent outbreak around the same area, with one happening few minutes before the other. What remains the mystery in this outbreak is that the two families can't even explain how it all started. As usual, victims that are now rendered homeless demand for support in both cash.
Hello, good evening. You're watching the Gambia Radio and Television Services, and this is the news coming to you straight from Banjul. Also coming up, charting an agricultural renaissance, agro officials court a new partnership with an investment group specialized in livestock services. The National Robotics Championship edges into semi-final stage, taking participants closer to a continental competition slated for this year. And drawing a line between economic development and environmental protection, experts underline the effects of increased industrialization in developing countries. Plus, a new debate on the death penalty is underway in Uganda as President Yoweri Museveni prepares to order the execution of more prisoners on death row in order to discourage crime. All these and other stories coming ahead in the next 30 minutes. I am Fatu Janimbai. Well, good to have you with us. And to begin with a new introduction in agricultural sector as officials unveil a major venture set to boost animal husbandry. Agriculture Minister Omar Jallow Saturday officially launched Veto Partners Gambia Limited, a new investor and specialized group set to bring complete solutions to the country's livestock sector. With a focus on animal nutrition and health, Minister Jallow said the new venture is part of government's move towards the establishment of a sustainable livestock production system in the country. Asuni Marina attended the inaugural ceremony, and this is his report.
It's good news for the livestock industry as officials attract an investment group specialized in the provision of livestock services. The Veto Partners Gambia Limited, according to the brains behind the initiative, will greatly help to provide animal feed and affordable medication. With offices across Africa and Europe, the main focus of Veto Partners is animal nutrition and health. Animal husbandry has a great potential to enhance the gains of the agricultural sector, and officials are moving to entice more investors in the booming industry. The company is expected to offer ready-to-use feed for all livestock species, including ventures in aquaculture, veterinary drugs, and vaccines for all livestock. A number of farms have been selected for sampling activities to monitor and evaluate the company's products and services for better practice and quality control.
This venture is being established, coordinated, and managed by our own families from Senegal. It fulfills one of our aspirations that before you venture outside, I think the best is to have your next door neighbor, a friend, a family to work with. This new venture of Veto Partners is bringing part of the solution towards the establishment of a livestock production system in the country.
Omar Jallo is the Minister of Agriculture. He is aware of the challenges facing the Gambian livestock sector.
Veto Partners is here for us to develop this very most important industry, that is the livestock industry. This is a boost from the private sector in terms of goods and services that will surely complement the efforts of this government and the Ministry of Agriculture in particular.
The country director of Veto Partners Gambia, Mr. Biran Fai, described the launch as historic, saying it will provide critical needed quality products for livestock industry deliver best.
Livestock, what is absent in the continent is lack of an inclusive framework that can be able to bring each and everyone together. And what is absent sometimes is that the institutions that are created sometimes don't necessarily work for the purposes in which they are created. As we're speaking today, the African continent is spending $3 billion every year for climate action against the $15 billion that the continent needs each and every year before 2020 to build climate resilience and ensure that the continent is robust enough to be able to withstand the already changing climate that is affecting the continent. But if you look at how this $3 billion is being spent by the African continent, it is still being spent in a socially driven approach. So what needs to change, which is very, very crucial for the continent, is that finance to be able to implement climate action cannot just be driven from a social perspective, but it must be seen from an entrepreneurial and investment perspective.
Already, countries like Ghana, Morocco, Kenya, and South Africa are now integrating climate change issues into their national development planning and implementation across multiple sectors. Ethiopia has developed a climate-resilient green economy strategy and a climate finance fund within its Ministry of Finance for climate-compatible investments. Experts, however, say that ultimately data will be vital, and the capacity of policymakers to effectively implement and track performance will hinge on the availability, the timeliness, and the quality of data. Uche Okoronkwo, CGTN.
And over now to Uganda, where a new debate on the death penalty is underway. President Yoweri Museveni plans to order the execution of more prisoners on death row to discourage violent crime. Human rights activists have criticized the announcement. Though CGTN's Hilary Ayiza tells us more.
Waiting for justice. These are some of the prisoners at Luzira Government Prison, and out of the 278 inmates here on death row, 78 are about to be hanged.
We heard that we making the mistake of not solving the death sentences. Now we're begging for detail.
The last time Uganda carried out executions was in 1999 when 28 people were killed. President Museveni believes the philosophy of an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth may scare criminally minded people. But rights activists say this strategy doesn't achieve the desired goal.
Does it solve the problem of decongesting the prisons? No. Will it change that there are going to be more murderers, more political dissent? No. So why don't we stop bandaging the wound and actually treat the wound? want is a lack of working structures.
They now want the justice system strengthened to give a fair trial to those behind the bars. The debate on whether to hang or not to hang death row inmates still rages on among Ugandans. While some want the death penalty removed from the country's law, others believe removing such people from the society makes it a better place for all to live. Hilara Isga, CGTN, Kampala.
Well, from that announcement by the Ugandan president, we now take our second break. We'll be right back.
This is ANC.
I am Sister Jai.
And we are in Kotu right now.
We use Africell 4G because it has the widest coverage
and fastest speed. Now let me show you why we always choose Africell.
We have two phones and they are completely the same. This one has a 4G SIM from another network.
But my phone has the real 4G SIM card from Africell.
Now let's do a speed test.
Having full coverage from my Africell where the speed test shows 59.33.
I'm getting 1.95 from the other network.
This is the proof. Africell have the widest coverage and the fastest speed.
By far, the fastest.
What are you waiting for? Go now and change your SIM cards to the real 4G SIM card and get 1 GB for free. Yes, you heard me right. 1 GB completely free. Go and change your SIM cards to the real 4G SIM cards from Africell at any of our customer care outlets for free.
Where Africell goes,
no one has the speed to follow.
Welcome back, and to end this edition of the newscast, a recap of our headline-making stories once again. Charting an agricultural renaissance, agro officials have quoted a new partnership with an investment group specialized in livestock services. The National Robotics Championships has edged into semi-final stage, taking participants closer to a continental competition slated for this year. And drawing a line between economic development and environmental protection, experts have underlined the effects of increased industrialization in developing countries. And a new debate on the death penalty is underway in Uganda as President Yoweri Museveni prepares to order the execution of more prisoners on death row in order to discourage crime. Well, that is all in this edition of the News at 8. Thanks for the pleasure for your company. I am Fatu Janin Bai, and thank you for joining us.